Okay, so first things first, we're going to want to determine what type of Linux we want to install in this machine. You can see again on the screen here, I've got Linux distros just typed in Google. Comes up with a ton of different options. We've got Ubuntu, Arch Linux, Fedora, Kubuntu. For today's demo, I'm just going to download Ubuntu's desktop version, which is going to be 20.04.2.0. We're just going to click on download, and it should take us to a download page. You can donate if you would like to with the PayPal. You do not have to. Linux is free. It's a open source program that you can just download for free. Now, I already have this downloaded, so I'm going to cancel my ISO download. However, while yours is downloading, you're going to want to look for a program called Rufus. This is the software that we're going to use in order to create that USB boot drive. So we're going to type in Rufus up here in the search bar, and you're going to want to look for rufus.ie. Again, links will be down below. We're going to create a bootable USB drive the easy way. Come on down, click on Rufus, and download that program as well. Now, in order to continue, you will need to have admin access because Rufus does make changes to the PC that require the admin account. But also, you will need at least an 8 GB or larger USB flash drive, and any files on that drive will be removed during this process. So if you have any data on your flash drive, make sure you have it backed up because this is your warning that it will delete all data. So once your ISO file has been downloaded for your version of Linux that you're looking for, and also the Rufus program has been downloaded, we can go ahead and fire off Rufus either by the Chrome browser, whatever it is that you use, or wherever you download it to. Go ahead and open up Rufus. Again, you will get a UAC prompt, which you've just heard, so we'll click on yes. And you should have a program that looks something just like this. But the point is, right now, go ahead and plug in your USB drive that you're going to use, and the Rufus software should automatically pick it up. You can see that I've got a 64 gig already in here. And once you've got that detected, we're going to look for that ISO file that you just downloaded for Linux. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. We're going to choose disk or ISO image if it's not already selected. Then we're going to select that. So I'm going to go into my downloads since that's where Chrome downloaded it. And we're going to choose Ubuntu right here. And then we're going to go ahead and click open. Now, you can see that things have changed for partition scheme. It's got MBR, BIOS, or YIFI. Whatever settings it is that it's set, go ahead and leave those alone. Those are perfectly fine. Then, of course, you can label this whatever you want because it's going to format that drive and create the necessary file system in order to create that boot drive. So, again, leave everything as default. From here, you can just go ahead and click on Start. You will get this warning. In this case, you will want to click on Yes, and it's going to download all the necessary files in order to create this USB drive. So write in ISO image mode. This is a recommended. This is what we want. We're going to go ahead and click OK. Here's the warning. It says all data on this device will be removed. Click OK to continue. Deleting partition. And now you can see that it's copying the files to create that bootable drive. Once Rufus has completed creating that bootable drive, you can just click close on this software. You're going to want to plug the drive into the machine that you're going to install it on, and you're going to want to reboot it. And you're going to want to press the corresponding boot key. Typically, ASUS is like F8 for desktops, Escape for laptops. But you're going to want to get into the boot menu that you can use to select that USB drive from the list. If for any reason you can't get the boot menu to show up, you're going to want to head into the BIOS and change that USB to be the priority boot device, then hit F10 to save. Once you've successfully been able to find the USB drive and you're booting from it, you should see a screen that is very similar to this. And from here, we're just going to follow the on-screen prompts in order to install Linux. Another cool thing with Linux is you're able to try it before you actually make any changes. You can run the operating system directly from your USB drive that you just created. Of course, we're installing it today, so we're going to choose the Install Ubuntu option. You're going to want to choose your corresponding language or keyboard layout. We got English. To start with, you can do a normal installation. I would recommend this for beginners. If you are a little bit more of an advanced user, you can do the minimal installation where it's just going to install the web browser and basic utilities, and you can kind of go off from there. I would also highly recommend downloading updates while installing Ubuntu, and then install third-party software for like graphics cards, Wi-Fi hardware, additional media formats. That checkbox is going to do its best to minimize the amount of extra stuff that you're going to have to download if you have those Wi-Fi cards or any additional hardware. That will help reduce the amount of stuff you have to download. So we're going to check those boxes. We're going to leave it on normal installation. You're going to go ahead and hit continue. Basically, it's just a warning. Anything on there will be erased, so make sure you're installing this on a drive that's got nothing else on it. And we're going to go ahead and hit continue. Where are you? You're going to want to choose your rough location of your time zone so it can set the timing correctly. Boise is perfectly fine for where I'm at. It's still in the same mountain time zone. And we're going to hit continue. Who are you? This is where you're going to want to, of course, start creating the accounts for it. So we're just going to say demo test. You can give the computer a name. We'll just do demo test VM. This is on a virtual machine. Pick a username, that's fine. And then we'll just do demo test 1, demo test 1. You'll get a green check mark once you've got the corresponding or the matching passwords. You can log it in automatically, or you can make it to where you require a password to log in. We're just going to choose login automatically, and we'll hit continue. It's just going to go through and finish the setup for the Ubuntu. Then, of course, once the install is complete, you can just left click where it says restart now. The computer's of course going to restart, and we'll just let it reboot to make sure that there's no other errors and everything looks good, the operating system boots, etc. So we'll just wait for that to come up here. There we go, we've got the Ubuntu logo loading. And there it is. You can connect your online accounts from here. You can click on skip. Live patch, you can read through this. We'll click next. Help improve. If you don't want to do that, you can click no, don't send system information. Click next. Location, we'll leave that off. Where you're ready to go, you can use software to install apps like this. So again, you've got a app-like basis where you can open software for now, where it's got Discord and Skype and Spotify. Pretty cool. We'll click done on that. And you've installed Ubuntu. And from here, you can just go through, explore whatever it is that you need to on it. You can go in and start downloading different programs on it. You can open up the terminal and start testing it out with that, and just start having yourself a ball when it comes to Linux, because Linux is pretty cool. I wish it was a lot more supported, but this at least gets your feet wet, at least finding out what type of Linux distros you like and having a little bit of fun with it.